Hey Flosstube, it's Leanne, Small Town Stitches, and I am back. It's only been like 5 weeks since my last video. Today's Sunday, December 16th. We have 9 days till Christmas, and if you're like this girl, you haven't even started. Pretty much. Things have been crazy here. I am on nights now. I'm on my schedule now. I'm off orientation. So I work 7P to 7:30A. If you've listened to Michelle Bendy in her videos, a lot of the hospitals do like a point system. She was talking about being a 0.9. I am a full-timer, which is a 1.0. So she says she works 36 hours a week, so 90% of a full-time schedule. I have to work the whole entire thing. So technically I do like 36 hours one week, 44 the next, and it just equals out to be a 40-hour work week. There are some benefits of having the 1.0 status, like I get paid holidays off on the ones that I don't work. So, for example, I have to work Christmas Eve, Christmas Day this year. I have New Year's Day, New Year's Eve off. So I get holiday pay while I'm working the Christmases because I'm at work, but I get straight time for the New Year's ones even though I am home, which is kind of nice. I'm not complaining. So, but yeah, I am on my schedule. I had my first 3 days last week, after my pediatric rotation. And the first 2 days kicked my butt. My core partner and I were joking around, my second day, that we didn't know if we wanted to leave work and go home and cry, to drink, or to sleep, or do all three. It was a night. My first 2 shifts were a night. I had to fight my first night with a ICU because they wanted to keep the patient down in the ER instead of take them on the unit. So I had to fight with them. It was just a week. So thank Jesus. The girl who was charged on my last day had seen me having a crap week, so she kind of adjusted the schedule to make it a little bit of an easier day on me, and I appreciated that. So, it's been a mess trying to figure out my stitching rotation and with working, because I'm not gonna lie, when I work nights, I don't do much else that day. I have some days where I can't sleep and I'm up at like 12:30 after going to bed at like 8:30 in the morning. And then I have some days where I wake up at like 4:45 and have to rush, take a shower, and I'm back out the door. So it just seems to be like it's one or the other. But other than that, today I am catching up on laundry and cleaning, and I think I've done 3 loads of laundry, cleaned my house a little bit, so now I don't want to do anything else. Hopefully we won't have a ton of interruptions this video. This is right after lunchtime, so my daughter is fed, pottied, and now she's stirring, so she's gonna make me a liar. Yep, she made a liar out of me. I'm glad I paused the video when she did, because she came running in here telling me she had poop. So, that's kind of what I've been up to. Work, and more work. Hubby's been working. He's having a really hard time adjusting to us being completely opposite work schedules now. He works during the day, 7A to 7P. I work at night, 7P to 7:30A. So depending on how our schedules coincide that week, sometimes we get to see each other a bunch, sometimes we get to see each other not all. So He's having a rough time with that. But unfortunately, it's one of those things we have to work through because I won't have seniority for a while to get on days. Eventually, that's what I would like, is to get on days. I am an actual day shift person, but seniority. So let's get into my stitching. I actually have 2 finishes, and then I have lots of whips, which you have seen in my last video, but I only am working on 1, and it's actually a new start at the same time. So, we'll go with the one I finished first. This is Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's stitched on earthen. Looks like this. As you can see, my hoop mark. It's not done. This is the piece eventually I want to put in the middle of my wreath, and I want to hang it on my front door. My wreath's on my front door. It's not been on my front door every year. At Christmas time, I just want to add this to it. These are not the called for colors. I did my own conversion. This is all Victorian motto. The only thing I did different on this pattern is I didn't do the eyes and the buttons on the gingerbread man. I liked them plain. So I love this piece. It is so cute. It was such a nice, easy stitch too. So I just need to film that. I need to finish that before next Christmas. My other piece that I have finished, I think this is Country Cottage Needleworks too. It's Countdown to Christmas. This is on a piece of coffee tea dyed Ada that I did, and it's actually in the called for colors, which, you know me, I don't do very often. So this is where this one's at. This one is done. Again, it is not ironed. This piece I want to frame. I wanted to frame this to bring it out every year at Christmas time as like our little mini Advent wreath. I think this piece is so cute. The only most tiresome thing about this piece was the white, and that's just because white is not my favorite to stitch. But that piece is done. How often do I have not only 1 finish, but 2 finishes? Never. Never, never, never. This video is probably not going to be very long. I only have 1 active whip right now. Actually, I lied. I have a lot of active whips. But for some reason, I've been wanting to stitch on like 1 thing at a time lately instead of rotating every day. And I don't know why. I get a lot more progress when I rotate because I can see it in my pieces. It's just not something I've been wanting to do. So one of the things that I did was, as you remember, my Donut Stitch Frozen pattern that I bought that I want to do for my daughter. I did buy all the flosses and the fabric for it. Now this piece it's a mixture of Color and Cotton, Victorian Motto, and DMC. The ones that were required colors that were like 10 to 13 skeins of a certain color, of course I had to order those because I didn't have that much. But on ones that needed like two skeins, a half a skein, 1 skein, I did those on my own. I just matched accordingly. So yeah, that's the piece that I've been working on, and it looks like this. It's Frozen by Donut Stitch. And this is where I'm at right now. This is page 1 that I've completed. This is page, I think it's page 4 that I've started on. I'm doing it color by color, page by page. So I'm not done with this light blue color right now. I'm working on it. I started on that yesterday. So when this is done, I'll start on that some more. And then I have my Grinch needle minder from No Name Needle Minders. But this is what I've gotten so far. It's actually quite a bit. I don't remember how many pages there is in this. I think it's 3 across 9 or 12 pages, I think, in the entire thing. And it's just on a piece of 18 count white Aida. So that's my only whip right now, guys. Like I said, this video may not end up being super, super long. 2 finishes, one whip I've been working on. Like I said, my stitching time has kind of dwindled because of work, but it is nice not to have it dwindle because of school. So let's go into haul. I've probably bought more than I should have. We have colors from last month, from Color and Cotton, and from Victorian Motto. Making faces at the camera apparently helps. So this is November's. These are November's Color and Cottons. Angela, who is Color and Cotton, and Nancy, who is Victorian Motto, always do an amazing job with their flosses. Here is November's. I'm not going to go through them because I know we're working on December right now. Here's whatever she said. Here's November's Victorian Mottos. Okay, so that was November for Color and Cotton and Victorian Motto. Next, we're going to do our Decembers. I get the limited edition. I haven't even opened this yet. So let's go through them together. So we have Old Colonial, Greenhouse Celery, French Cameo, and Colorful Sunset. We have, I really like this color, Christmas Burgundy. I like that one. Sweet Confections, Rapunzel Gold, and Dreamland. That Dreamland's actually a variegated pink. It's really pretty. And oh my goodness gracious. Oh, 2 of these colors. We have Lime Squeeze, Mini Peppers, which is the darker of the 2. You guys, Ocean Deep. I am in love with this dark blue. That is true to color right there. And Mellow Wine. Look at these 2 together. Can you even? Nancy is amazing. So those were December's Victorian Motto. My December Color and Cotton is not here yet. Excuse me. One thing that I can't really show you, you may have noticed, I got a new phone. Yay! So I'm recording on that right now. So the pauses aren't because I'm running out of storage this time on my husband's iPad. The pauses are because I have a little kid running through. But I'm super excited about that. It's super exciting to be able to talk on my phone when someone calls me and I have to have it on speakerphone. That's super exciting. So yeah, that's another thing. So let's talk needle minders because I got a bunch. So I got my other order in from Kate from No Name Needle Minders. So she was having a sale. I think they were like $1 or something. So I picked out 4, which are these 4. Of course, this one is like my favorite because I love gray. It's my favorite color. The joke is with my daughter, her favorite color is blue. My husband's is orange and Mama's weird because it's gray. So those are the 4. And then of course I bought this one, Mary Poppins, and it says practically perfect in every way. And then this is my freebie that Kate got me. So thank you, Kate. And then I have three. I have three that I bought on, I think it was Stash Unloading, and I'm in love with them. You guys, once you see them, I only paid $3, I think, for each of them. I'm gonna be buying more. So I have this one. I can take them out of the plastic. I don't know why they're still in there. Maybe I can take them out of the plastic. I have this one. And then I had to, because Little Mermaid was my absolute favorite growing up, and these are Little Mermaid pinup style. Let's see if I can. It'll focus. There she is. Little Mermaid. Magnets work. That was Little Mermaid pinup style, and then I have Cinderella pinup style. You can hear them. So those were my needle minders. Lots more. Let's do charts. So I have my next Glitter Village. This is Glitter House 2. I got Santa's List. Super excited about doing these. They won't be done this year for Christmas. I'm kind of getting burnt out on Christmas stitching. And then I have Merry Christmas. Both of these I got from Julie. Then I caved and I bought 2 patterns on Stash Unloading. This one is Merry Noel by Sue Hillis Designs. I have been looking at this forever, decided to just go with it. I probably will be doing this in some shade of red just because I think it's super pretty. So there's that one. And last but not least is a Halloween chart I've been looking at literally forever. And this is Glendon Place Monster March. They have 2 variations, it says, in this chart, and I will be doing the one down here, this version. I like that one the best. So, super excited about that. I was one of the lucky ones when Jen from Delicious Threads was selling bags. I got one. And me being a nerd, a geek, whatever you want to call it, I totally bought a Harry Potter one. See, Michelle, this is the one I bought. It's super, like, it's padded too, and I am in love with this blue-gray at the top. But it's Mortar's Map. And then the inside on this one is just a tan. But I'm super excited I was able to get one of her bags because it's phenomenal. Now we're gonna talk fabric because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces sitting in front of me. You guys, I was not a very good girl this last 5 weeks. Don't care though. So the first one I have is just a 16 count Aida. This is in, I think it's Haunted, yeah, Haunted. Looks like this. I have a bunch of Halloween pieces that I have bought. Not sure which one I'm gonna stitch that on, but it's there. This was my November fabric of the month from To Die For Fabrics. This is Desert Sage, a nice neutral. Kind of looks like parchment paper on the camera. It's a little more yellow-green in real life. And last but not least, I have 3 different fabrics. I bought these on Stash Unloading from a lady. I've been looking at her fabrics for a while. I just hadn't buy them, and she had a couple 18 counts, and I wanted to try them, so I grabbed these ones. There's one. This one's kind of like it's got a pinky yellow undertone. It's folded in half. There's that one. There's this one. I really like this one. And then, lastly, but not least, I have a darker one. I don't know, there we go. So that's it for me. Lots of haul, 2 finishes, 1 whip. Hopefully next time I'll have more to show you, but it hasn't been 4 months. So that's gonna be it from me, probably until the new year. We'll have to see what the new year is. As far as plans, I don't have any. I am not doing the no new starts that a lot of people are doing in the mad dash to start everything. Michelle's one of them. Girl, props to you. I don't know how you're doing it. I am probably just gonna stitch what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. From me, have a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, a happy and safe New Year, and I will see you guys for my next video in 2019. So, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.